So in this example, we're going to find a third quartile, but given a uniform distribution and round to the nearest cent. So suppose that a stock value varies each day from $11.82 to $24.17. Find the third quartile, basically the stock dollar amount that separates the 75th percentile, the lower 75% and the upper 25%. So if I went ahead and drew, the first thing I want to do is maybe draw a figure. And here is the 1182, and then here's the 2417. And let me draw the rectangle. And then over here is the f of x, right? Okay, so the second thing we want to find is going to be f of x. Recall that f of x for a uniform distribution is just 1 over b minus a. So in this case, it'll just be 1 over 24.17 minus 1182. So if I go ahead and just put that in the calculator, so I put 1 over 2417 minus 1182. I get this decimal. I can also change it to a fraction, which I will. I'm going to leave it as a fraction just so that I'm not rounding and I don't get any error. So 20 over 247. So I'll get 20 over 247. So let me go ahead and put over there 20 over 247. Okay, now the second thing I want to do is now identify what I'm talking about, right? So it said to find the third quartile, meaning the 75% of all days the stock is below which value. So 75% starting at 1122 here, 75% wouldn't be like a little piece over here. 75% below a value, well, the word below applies to the left. And 75% is beyond half, so it's probably over here, right? Exactly the fourth quarter. So let me go ahead and mark this third quartile, right? And I call it C. And then I'll go ahead and mark it. And so it's going to be everything below this value will be 75%. So I'm just going to go ahead and shade in. And this is going to be 75%. Okay, so now the third part is let's go ahead and find this value. Let's find C. I know that the probability of x being less than c is going to be equal to the base times the height of this rectangle. Well, I know this probability, it's 75%, right? So it's going to be 0.75 will be equal to the base. The base will be the difference between C and 1182 times the height, which is f of x, which is 20 over 247. So just doing a little simple arithmetic, I know that playing around right away, I can get 247 divided by 20 times 0.75 equal to C minus 1182, right? Because I can multiply by this reciprocal each side, which I did. And then I could add 1182 to each side to isolate C. So then I would get C is equal to adding 1182 to the other side plus 247 over 20 times 0.75. Notice I didn't round. I didn't do anything in the calculator yet. You know what? I'm going to put this all in the calculator right now. I'm going to have 1182 plus 247 divided by 20 times 75% or 0.75. And so I get 21, and this is the dollar amount, so this I'm going to round to the nearest cent. So I'll have $21.08. I encourage you to draw a figure first and actually translate what they're asking into the figure. Because I think after drawing this, it's simple to see what you're looking for. And sometimes you're looking for C, the right endpoint, and sometimes you're looking at a left endpoint. But drawing it will help you identify which value it is. So this is, given a probability, can we find these values on the x-axis? Which is a little different than the other type of problems where they give you the values on the x-axis and you're trying to find the area. So it's just, this problem was a little different, but just drawing a figure will help identify what parameter we're looking for.